Welcome to Musty Millennials. Today, we're going to chat about a phenomenon that took the 90s and early 2000s by storm, where sun, sand, and questionable decisions ruled the day. Yes, we're talking about Girls Gone Wild and the insane spring break culture that dominated our TV screens. We'll talk about how this series became a cultural lightning rod, the raunchiness of those spring break parties, and the lasting impact it had on pop culture. Speaking of lasting impacts, let's send it over to our hosts. Here they are,
Wow.
Gina and Kyle.
What does that even mean?
That's so kind. We're going to have a lasting impact on the world.
I feel like it was meant to be like insulting, but I don't get how.
It would have been sarcastic if it was insulting, or he meant it. And that's how I'm going to take it.
Okay. I mean, lasting impact can be like a disease.
Sure. Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Well said.
Since we don't have a visual component to this podcast, I just want to set the scene right now. We're in April, and it is
Fucking freezing.
it's like
so cold.
50 degrees outside. Our house, for anyone listening, it's like 69, 70 degrees inside our house on all floors.
It's got to be like a cool 66 for sure.
No
mean,
chance.
there's no
never,
way this
never
is
in our
70
house
degrees.
does my wife let it hit 66. I have Kyle wearing a full gray comforter. She looks like the Michelin Man. And I have Gina wearing a blanket playing 2048.
Oh, you can't play because I need you to lock eyes with me. That's so creepy
I don't want
and
you to
intimate.
lock
but like,
eyes.
but I just need you to look at my face
For what?
for this whole story.
This is how an ADR keeps attention.
No, it's not.
You
I'm
don't
going to
think?
keep you attention with my story. That's what it is.
I'm going to keep you attention with my story.
All right, now that the hick part is out of the way, do you want to tell me why you feel old?
Okay. Maybe this is obvious to most.
Okay.
And I don't even remember who we were talking to that this became a thing, but someone was like, and then my kid went and da-da-da and printed on the 3D printer and da-da-da-da. Okay?
Yeah.
What is a 3D printer?
I know what it is because the name says a lot. And there was
Yeah, but
that
like-
big scandal with printing 3D guns.
Ew. Okay,
Don't
have
they-
you seen...
Don't they make body parts now out of like 3D
Ew,
printers?
I
ew.
think, but you're not printing anything. It's like a freaking machine.
Okay, so what is a 3D printer?
It prints stuff in 3D.
Yeah, but like how? Like what's it
That's what
made
I'm
out
saying.
of? What's it made out of?
It prints like
What are
things
the
in
materials?
plastic. Okay, so I don't fucking know, okay? I just know it's supposed to do that.
Everyone needs to be exposed because no one fucking knows what
Unless
it
you
actually
have one.
does. Yeah, but who has one?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that people were like ghost guns are 3D printed or something.
Our printer,
Or maybe that
our-
was on like a Law and
Our
Order
printer
episode.
prints in 3D.
It does?
Barely prints in 2D. Our
Onesie.
Don't give your printer too much
talk
credit.
about what made me feel old. Our printer is like 15 years old, and instead of replacing it, we just keep buying cartridge after
My brother got this
cartridge.
for me for Christmas literally over 10 years ago. But
No.
it scans. I get PDFs out of it.
It scans?
There's so much I can do with it. I don't need
It's
anything more.
so fucking
So
old.
it's a printer.
It's a printer.
Yeah, it has all the features.
And
You
it's
have
connected,
one
to,
standard
it's connected to
printer.
the Wi-Fi, which still is kind of cool to me.
That's why
Like,
you're old. You don't even have to go
You
today.
don't have to plug into a printer anymore. We used
Do
to
you-
remember. Do you remember the desktop?
Ethernet?
You would have to plug in
Yes,
with the
Ethernet.
Yeah.
Wait, but do you have a printer?
No, I don't have a printer.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Brian kind of has a printer.
You're laughing, but you don't even have one.
3D printing can create complex shapes and parts such as overhangs, microchannels,
What's
and
a-
organic shapes that would be costly or even impossible to produce with traditional manufacturing methods.
What does that mean? Like every word you said is a word,
Like-
but everything that you just talked about is gibberish.
and then how do I, on my computer, design a 3D product I want to print?
You can't. You don't have those skills.
Well, me personally, no. But I'm
Right.
saying the universal you.
I'm
I wasn't
sure
talking
there
about
is
my skill
there is
set.
software that you can do that. Like, you can create 3D graphics in After Effects on
What does that
Adobe.
mean?
I feel like there's a lot of words being thrown around that I
That's
don't
what
understand.
I'm saying. What are these words?
3D doesn't appear flat.
Okay,
Thank you.
but what's it
Well,
made
you
out
said,
of?
what are these
smart
words?
ass?
3D printer? I understand. I
No,
understand
you don't.
dimensions.
What is it?
It prints in 3D.
So
I already told you that.
here are some of the most common products that are currently made with 3D printing. Consumer products like eyewear, footwear, design, and furniture.
What if you had shoes that were 3D printed? That
No.
would be fucking hilarious.
I feel like
clogs.
Crocs. I feel like Crocs
Yeah.
would be 3D printed.
Are they?
I feel like they are. Yeah.
We just made that up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Automotive and aerospace prototypes and final parts.
That might be why we're having some plane issues.
I mean,
Shout out Boeing.
yeah. Stop printing your shit.
printing it in what? I still don't understand the
Like,
mechanics.
where does it come out? Does it shoot out like a Richie Rich kind of invention?
No, that's actually what I'm talking
No,
about.
like the fat scientist, and he's just like, look at-
Wait. Speaking of Richie Rich, did you see Macaulay Culkin did a podcast and he was talking about like why he retired from acting?
because of his asshole dad.
Because of his asshole dad,
Yeah.
and his dad just made it a job. He's like, "Dad, I need a break," and his dad just kept hitting
And his
him
dad was
with
like,
all
no.
this stuff.
And then the second him and his mom broke up, he was like, yes, I can quit.
and he
Wait,
quit.
what?
Yeah, and he quit.
Also, Richie Rich is a fantastic film. Have you shown that to the
Great
kids?
flick. Not yet.
No,
You
but
need
you
to.
know
That's
what?
a really good
that's
one.
on the list. That's on the
That
list.
is a good one.
Because I like have watched it not that long ago.
Wait, I want to watch it now.
It's so
Does
good.
it
I think
hold
it's
up?
on one of the streaming services.
all
hold
I
up?
can think about
Oh,
is
it
that
holds up.
It holds up.
Yeah.
All I can
Well,
think
he's a
about-
rich kid, and the parents are heroes because they're good people because they don't care about the money. So it also morally has good lessons. They happen to be rich, but they're not assholes.
All
then
I can
he
think
goes and
about
finds
though
them.
is
Yeah.
that fat guy,
The scientist,
creates
yeah.
the fake bee.
Yes.
That's all I can think
And
about.
he had
is
McDonald's in his house.
Yeah,
Remember how
he
dope that
did.
was?
That was.
All right, we
that
got
was
off track.
cool.
Man. And the roller coaster.
Yeah, the roller coaster. Everything.
Didn't
was
he
so
have
cool.
a blob?
I don't know how to say that.
Are you thinking of Flubber?
You might be thinking of Flubber.
Because I think it was shot in the same.
Does he have a blob?
He has a blob
It's hard
like
to answer that.
heavyweights, you dumb bitches. They jump off the blob.
Oh no, you're thinking of heavyweights.
No, I'm not.
You lost me. All right. Anyway, you
Anyway,
just looked like Theo when
Michelin
you did
What's
Man,
our
what made you feel old?
episode?
Well, we're not even there yet. What
that.
made
I'm
her
going
feel
to
old?
be old now.
Oh, tell me more.
So this is one, and I'm sure you've seen this like circulating on social in some capacity. But I noticed it the other day when my sister was like getting the kids their water bottles, and you guys do this too.
What?
Where if you remember going to school, like me having a water bottle was not a priority. You
Never.
sometimes had to took a sip out of the water fountain like in between classes, and sometimes you had to wait in a line.
Yeah.
Or like it was like water time, especially in elementary school where everyone would get in a line and
Wait, you're
have
right.
water.
When did a water bottle become? That is
So intrinsic to
Water
who we
time.
are.
That is literally mind blowing.
No, but
You
like,
would have to go to the bathroom, or after gym class, people
Yep.
would sit there and just lap the
yes,
water
and that's
fountain
why
for
you
like
would stand in line
2
and be like,
minutes.
"Bitch, get out of the way!" It's like being in prison and needing the phone. Like
and then
that's
the
how serious
and then
it
the
was.
water fountain they never cleaned and it had like the
The green-
bluish green
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
it.
the
You're like,
scumminess.
and but you didn't care because you were
You
so
didn't
thirsty.
care. You
Yeah.
didn't care, and your face was so
That's a
close to
great
that
call.
smelly plastic.
Now every kid's got the water bottle in their backpack.
and it's got a special design, and it's heavy as fuck, and like
Yeah.
even now
Oh,
adults do it.
and it's the one that it like keeps the ice cubes all day.
Yes, all day, and you can pop the straw out or tuck it back in. It's all crazy. It's disgusting. And my dad is like, if one more fucking adult brings a tank water bottle into a meeting, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I do it every day.
My dad
tell you
hates
something.
it.
Let me tell you something. I would say, what are we? Every 3 months,
What?
you buy a new water bottle.
Yeah, I do.
We have
The novelty wears off, and I need to be inspired again.
so many water bottles. We were at a
You
friend's.
also hate water.
We were at a
think
friend-
That's why I need to be
We were at
inspired.
a friend's house, and Gina's like, "Oh, I like your water bottle," and I was like, "Fuck."
She's getting it.
Like she ordered it right then and there. A $52 water bottle.
No, it
shows
was so
up to our
expensive
house.
because Rachel Delente has expensive tastes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
This thing is a tank. It's got to be what 64 ounces.
No more. No. It's 40 to 50 something.
It's ridiculous.
It's a
No,
lot.
they're absurd.
It doesn't
but
fit
I'm
in
just,
cup holders. Gina doesn't take it anywhere. She just leaves it on her nightstand or in the kitchen.
I drink it in the morning because now with my Ozempis, I need a lot of agua.
You need a lot of hydration.
Yeah.
But no, thinking back to when we used to just wait like, stupid little kids in
That is
line.
the
Great
funniest
call.
thing.
That's
I
a
honestly
great call.
haven't thought of the water.
And then you'd have
fountain.
like maybe a chocolate milk at lunch, but like you didn't drink all day.
Yeah, like we're in like Robo Zone where we're just here's your
We're
water
like,
bottle.
and I'm
like,
a
give it
water
to 'em.
drinker. I love to drink water, but we didn't overhydrate. And even when I was in Europe, like no one fucking drank water.
Well,
So we have gotten into this whole water. Speaking of which, Brandon, take a slug. Are you getting thirsty?
Yeah, I have the coldest water bottle.
that water bottle is hideous.
Just like your face.
Nice. Sweet burn for your wife.
Really? Like, that's an insult for you.
And everyone has their own favorite water bottle. Whatever. It's really annoying. So what made you feel old?
Oh, I was on a work trip with a 23-year-old. Great kid. Shout out Jake. Doesn't listen to this.
What a loser.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. I'll tell him to listen. But we're on a work trip, and he might not even have picked up on this. But I kind of said this in jest, but it came out, and I paused and thought to myself, damn it, I'm old as shit.
What are you saying?
I called him young man.
No,
You didn't. No, you didn't. Brandon.
Are you well?
I can't.
In what context?
Yeah, like how did that come up?
What
But when
is-
I
Like,
said
good
it,
job,
like-
young man.
But I said it as like, hey, we're all gonna. There was our friend Tyler was there too.
There's no time that's okay. Because that's not even feel old. Like, you're 79.
You are old. It's not feeling old. You are old.
That is, no one says that.
But let me tell you something. I could legally buy tobacco when he was born. Like, that's the age difference we're talking about.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean?
So he is legally a young man.
But no, he said something, and he's like, "Oh."
He sounded like a young man.
So we were having beers. We met Tyler, and who I worked with, at the Yankees, and we were in Charleston. So I was like, "Oh, let's meet up." So we met up, and him and I were chit chatting, and we said something. He's like, "Oh, I would never do that," or something like that, and I was like, "Young man," like I
Young man.
but I said it as like a joke, like just saying that he's
still
younger.
doesn't
I
make it
know.
any better.
No, those words together, it actually should be illegal if you're not 65
Yes.
or older to say that.
You have to have your, like,
AARP
AARP
card.
Yes.
card. Yeah.
When
And,
I
like-
said it, I paused. And not for dramatic effect. I paused because when I said young man, I was like,
Did anyone
that just
address
come out of my
it?
mouth?
no, it was dead silent. Nobody laughed. I was like, this is horrible.
That is
So uncomfortable 'cause now
bad.
everyone thinks I'm
How
serious.
did you
Horrible.
not say anything? At that rate,
I
you
just
gotta
kept
just
rolling.
address it.
I just
you
kept
gotta
rolling.
say, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just."
I think
said
I
that."
tried to like roll it into a funny joke that nobody laughed at, but
Wow, that's
That's
you
what
were
made
an
me
old
feel old.
man.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Young.
That was a really good one.
That is a
that was what I was
wild
telling you guys about.
statement.
Like, oh, Gina, I was telling you, I was like, I have a perfect made me feel old. Remember we were talking on the phone? I was in
Yeah,
Charleston.
what were we talking about?
I just said I have the. You're like, don't tell me.
Oh
it,
yeah,
it happened
but
that night.
That is
Real.
alarming.
It was very real though.
Yeah,
All right, are you guys ready for this?
I mean,
You've been
I don't
hyping this
think I
up,
am.
so you better hit us
No,
hard.
I'm fucking stoked about this because
Why?
my mind was blown, all right? Because Girls Gone Wild was something that for me, obviously, I'm not your target audience
Yeah,
unless
so-
I wanted to be in it.
So can we, before you
did
go
you?
deep on all of this?
Yeah.
What do you remember from
Paris Hilton dated Joe. That's all I knew.
it? Joe was the main guy that started
That
it, right?
was the producer.
Yeah, Joe Francis.
So for me, if I was watching later TV, it would pop on as
Yeah,
like
it's the
this
ads.
commercial. It was an ad, and there was like blurred out lines of girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you
Like
could tell they were
censored.
drunk, pulling their shirts
Yes.
up, censored boobies, things like
He
that.
went to jail.
yeah, I know. I'm going to tell you all about it.
I can't wait. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So the crux of my research is a Peacock documentary. This journalist interviewed Joe Francis for the first time in a decade. He like hated interviews.
Is this recently?
He's also, it came out a year ago probably.
Whoa.
Or maybe in 2024, so not even really a full year.
Oh wow.
And he's basically a fugitive, and I'll explain why. He just
Wait,
has,
what?
he has like myriad legal problems here, and he kind of went to Mexico to escape them, and he's like not coming back.
Wait, what?
They did this interview. He wouldn't let them bring a video camera, but they could take pictures and then record it. So you hear his voice, and you have the photos of him at his Mexican palace, but
Wait,
it's
what?
not like a video camera.
Okay.
So Joe Francis obviously is the founder. Not obviously, but we have already mentioned it. They were tapes, obviously at its most basic, filmed on location at spring break and sold on late night TV.
Mm-hmm.
It became a cultural phenomenon. I mean, John Kerry talked about it and was like,
John Kerry.
John Kerry
Ran
was
for president.
yeah.
Oh, that John Kerry?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
And
it didn't even occur to me that someone so prestigious would even reference something so base.
That's what I'm saying. And so it was like really everywhere. And we'll get into like his pop culture shit. But the journalists who interviewed this also like made the note that this was kind of the precursor to OnlyFans and Instagram influencers. And also to note that Girls Gone Wild happened at a time when women were like breaking free out of the box of like what sexuality should be. Like Christina's dirty
we were, like,
and like
just
Britney Spears,
starting
like it was
to
like us harnessing
sexual,
that and like women don't have to be like these demure little bitches. And it was like an awakening of sorts for us.
Yes.
So that also I think spoke to his
titties were empowerment.
That's what his spin was, and then it turned out to be so fucking dark.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wait, how dark? Oh, I can't wait.
And then also at that time, spring break became a big trend. So it was like this cataclysmic sort of moment for Joe Francis to just seize.
What made spring break so famous?
They started going there for MTV.
All I think about is Carmen Electra coming out in a bathing suit.
Going across the stage?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Why
what
do
a
I
smoke
think of
she
that?
was.
Because it was one
like
of the most
everything.
tantalizing 30 seconds of my lifetime.
Okay, so Joe's story. He apparently likes to tell this super rags to riches story. Like he supported his family and like slept in the living room. And the woman, the journalist who did this story was like, I literally can't verify any of that. And it sounds like he like came from a very
like wealthy family,
well-off family, comfortable.
Oh my God, that's
but he's
so
like, I had to
embarrassing.
support everyone. And you hear his voice saying it. And then she's like, I can't verify this.
because he's lying.
So he first got this job for Real TV. Do you guys remember Real
Yes,
TV
yeah.
at all?
I do.
Yeah.
So it was stuff that local news crews caught that was too much for the news. So they would sell it to Real TV and it was like car crashes or, car chases or things like that.
Okay.
And then when Joe was working there, he saw that there was even more stuff that was left on the cutting room floor that was like too graphic.
Whoa.
So then he started collecting that.
Ew.
And he compiled those sexy clips and did it home video style, and he called it Banned from Television.
Wait,
so this was his
what?
first iteration of like the home video thing.
Wow, I
So
never
it was
even
like,
heard
it was
of
like
that.
shit you can't see on the news. Like
Oh,
this
wow.
is crazy. So then Banned from TV became a runaway hit. So he's 24 now and a millionaire.
Wait, that's so young.
Isn't that crazy?
That was the same thing. He was like selling them as tapes.
Yep, as tapes. It was a commercial. It was like an infomercial ad, and it was like, you can't see this. This is what the news doesn't want to show you. Like, buy my
Wait,
video.
that's kind of cool. I would buy
How
that.
did he get it to infomercial? Like, how did he sell it? Like, how did he buy that? Did he just buy the airtime?
He bought the airtime.
So he spent his own rags to riches money.
Yes,
on
and
the
with
airtime.
Banned from TV, it wasn't as hard to do as it was with Girls Gone Wild, which was
Well,
like
because it's not like straight up porn.
because it was
Yeah,
inappropriate, and
yeah.
he could sort of couch this as like, this is just this is. You can choose to watch this in your own home.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the internet. So anything that was like crazy that we have this fascination with, the ad time wasn't hard for him. And he could probably sell it during Real TV time.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the shit we didn't show you, you can buy. So his next big idea, the late 90s, was Girls Gone Wild. Apparently he tells this story where like he came across this clip at Real TV of women flashing at Mardi Gras.
Honestly, that's what it basically is.
And he
Yeah.
was like, honestly, it like turned me on. And so
Ew.
then he drove around to all of these video stores looking for people doing what he wanted to do.
No.
He was like, no one was doing it. So no one had these tapes in their video store of chicks flashing. So I was like, this is great. I'm going to do it. And he called the guy who had the Mardi Gras footage and was like, do you have more of this? And he was like, yeah, I do.
Wait, that's so pervy.
It's so pervy. Then he started with the ads. The ads were really hard for him to get because it's like fucking inappropriate.
yeah.
So
Who's
he
going to want to
turned-
put that on
But
their
they
air?
were all late night. We're talking after
Yeah,
11
but
o'clock.
it started with Howard Stern before he got any airtime
Of
on
course
television.
it did.
So once those ads air, it kind of like opened the door, and then they, he could kind of get a little bit more footing because Howard Stern did it first. So it started with Howard Stern.
Okay, fine.
And then what you were talking about, late night scene, it had that big warning, like this is
Yes.
explicit.
But that's what made you lock in
Well,
on it.
and it was like as if any 18-year-old is going to be like, oh, better change the channel.
No.
I'm not allowed to see.
I'm telling you, what
A
you're just
warning.
saying.
Yes.
What you're just saying was me.
Yeah.
Because it was on late night television. It was after 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock. I'm just watching TV, and it would just pop up, and it would catch your attention because there was music. You would hear girls like kind of yelling, and it's warning,
It was
warning.
like at a party.
But it was like warning,
Yes.
warning. Like it literally would call. It would lock you in.
Like, did one person who was under 18 change the channel? Absolutely not.
Never.
It's so
under
crazy.
18, probably under 40.
And the commercials were everywhere. They sold so many tapes in the first 2 years, they made $20 million.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So, like, the content of it was, shocking. You don't know what you're going to see. This whole purpose is women showing you their boobs. They're not professional. They're real girls.
Yeah,
They're
but
like-
that's what was creepy. Like, are they signing releases?
well, that's where it gets, like, kind of blurry because, yes, but they were all drunk. So, you know, and these girls were like, the allure of it was they were girls who
Gone
are the
wild.
girl. Well, they're the girls who are like, they've gone fucking wild.
The girls have gone wild. What is that from? Is that Mean Girls?
I don't remember. Oh, yes,
Oh,
it
when they
might
become
be.
animals.
When they're
Yes, when
animals,
they're all
the
animals.
girls have
Yeah.
gone wild. Okay, sorry, keep going.
No, but the allure of it was is that they were like, I'm not gonna, you know, I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll do this for you. That
So it
was like
a secret little naughty thing.
yeah, they were. It wasn't like perfect beauty or like super sexy. It was like these normal girls.
I
It was
actually
like you
think
get
that
the
is
window in.
repulsive.
It's really disgusting. So he made millions. He hired some sales whiz to like coach cold callers, and sales actually exploded.
No.
Yeah. And first it was just like party vids, and then in 2002 they started going to like spring break hubs.
Wow.
That was when MTV started airing spring breaks, and he was like, we should
This
do
is a
that.
gold mine.
This is a gold mine. And so they made a point about the MTV thing too, was like, because we didn't have social media, like kids seeing themselves on TV was so exciting because you couldn't,
Oh, I
you
didn't
couldn't
even
broadcast
think
your
about
life.
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't either.
That's so crazy.
Cause like people would like call and be like, check me out. I'm at spring break on MTV. Like I'm
And
going to get in front of a
honestly,
camera.
That's lit.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
So then they had like their own private plane. They had like 3 buses, and it was like 3 to 4 cameramen
Had
per
their
bus.
own private plane.
Yeah, they interviewed
So they would
the
just
pilot.
bounce around to. Oh, there was like one pilot, and it would just fly them to all the
He
spring
was the
break
pilot.
locations.
There might have been more than one, but he was the one that was like Joe Francis's pilot that would just fly them.
So there
where
was
they
a
need to
few
go.
weeks in April where they would just crush content.
Oh yeah, they were
That's
coming
so
out with
Wow.
a video a month,
Oh my God.
which is insane.
Would
That
they only
is
air that
insane.
in the spring, or is that
No, I think it was all year round
Year-
because they would. The reason that spring break was like
because it was easy? Because
it was
there was
easier
just a
and
big group of drunk chicks of that
and
age.
vacation chicks. And one of the producers was like, we didn't hit like New York City and LA. We had towns where we thought girls were bored. We went to like small fucking towns.
Honestly, that makes sense.
It makes so much sense. And I was like, geez, you were really, it
was
becomes
like
more
the psyche
exploitive
of
when there's
it.
strategy like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, when we watch, this reminds me of the Springer documentary where it's like they know these
Mm-hmm.
people are desperate and they just like prey on them.
Yeah, and people were like hype when the bus showed up. Like chicks were excited, and also at the time, one of the girls who was like, they interviewed a bunch of women who were taped for it, and they were like, beads were a thing, so they would hand out beads and
Like Mardi Gras.
Yes, exactly. So it became like a thing outside of Mardi Gras. So it was like they would hand out the little beads if you like whipped your tits
Yeah.
out.
Well, you know what that's like? This is such a weird connection, but do you remember that workout Insanity?
Yes.
So there was like something you had to get to where you would get a T-shirt.
Did you ever get it?
it? No.
Wasn't that the home workout?
Yeah,
How would you get
but
a
there
T-shirt
was
in your home
something-
workout?
I forget why. But my point is, you could only get it if you completed the workouts, like in a certain way.
Peloton,
So-
you got the 100 ride T-shirt.
Yeah, or like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's like you can only get it if you do this special thing and like you can't buy your way in.
yeah.
Right.
That is the allure of something like Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
You can't buy your way into
I
those
want my
beats.
trophy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And when you're drunk on vacation, all your friends like inhibitions are low.
Yeah.
Like just
The vacation element, I think,
Yeah.
was huge too.
Well,
It
and
wasn't like
it's
I was
like-
just at the beach drinking on a
there's
Tuesday.
no care. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was.
You're drunk.
Took advantage of it.
So the initial perception and what Joe like pushed it as was women's empowerment, freedom. He was giving them power, blah blah. It was definitely not exploitation. He was like, these women are taking control.
Yeah, sure.
These women's.
I wasn't gonna call her out, but I heard it too.
These women's. Did I say these women's?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I said these women's.
These here women.
These here women.
These women's lost control.
All right, young man.
Hey, young man, these women's.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Go.
No, it's okay. Celebs were sporting the merch. Kim Kardashian was friends with Joe Francis.
Yes, I remember
What?
that.
Chris
Oh, yeah.
Kardashian talked about him like Joe Francis has the nicest plane. Like they used like a
No,
little
they
clip
loved
of her.
him. They were friends with
What?
Kristen Cavallari, Tara Reid,
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton,
Wow.
Brad Pitt had his hat on. Like I told you about John
no.
Kerry. Like it
Paris
was
Hilton
fucking
dated
everywhere.
him, I thought.
He
Oh,
did. He said
I
he
think-
didn't date her in an interview.
Oh, really?
But everyone thought he did, and he definitely dated Tara Reid and admitted to that.
Ew,
Well, I mean, Tara Reid
so
fits. Tara Reid fits the Girls Gone Wild mold.
Tara Reid is a girl gone wild.
Because
Yeah,
she is a lad.
Yes,
A lassie gone wild.
Yeah, she is
She's
Looney
out
Tune.
of control.
Yes.
What's she doing these days?
She's disgusting.
Probably like
Especially
knitting quilts
her
somewhere.
belly button.
I don't. Yeah. That's honestly like I kind of know the picture you're referring to because it's so wrinkly and saggy, but
so wrinkly.
Wait,
but out of
what?
context,
Look
it's
it
crazy.
up. Look it up.
Just look like Tara Reid recent belly button, and it's like falling off her body. Actually, it's like
rotting.
no, it's so gross.
Look it up. When you see it,
Wait, I'm looking.
it's going to be a jump scare. Just wait.
Well, like the skin sags, so it's almost like you have to lift up the skin to see the belly button.
I
Do you want me to
mean,
get it for
I
you?
see pictures of it.
Do you want me to get it for
Oh
you?
no!
There we go.
It looks
How
like
gross
she.
is that?
It looks like she doesn't have a belly button.
Right, because it's covered,
Yeah, it's covered in
skin,
saggy
like
skin.
What is that,
elephant
though?
skin. It's like an elephant.
I don't know what it is, but it's really problematic.
Isn't that gross?
I'm confused by what I'm looking at.
Right, exactly. That's our point.
Well, the belly button speaks for itself. All
The,
right, so
the belly button, going back to our last episode, looks like Olmec.
Nah. That's pretty good.
The last room in the temple.
Things get really out of control.
Okay.
These camera guys and the teams, as they grew, became relentless. They were buying girls drinks, getting them real good and drunk. Then they'd pull up the camera and ask repeatedly for them to flash. And you can hear the coercion on the tapes, which was dialogue Joe Francis referred to as like, girls like to tease. Like, it's okay. The camera guys were actually instructed, quote, "It is important to be aggressive, be persistent, do not give up, whatever it takes."
Wait, ew.
Isn't that gross? Okay,
Yes.
and then sometimes, this is the big surprise. This is what I didn't know. They'd ask some girls if they wanted to do a quote unquote scene somewhere in a room alone. They'd often rent one room for them to stay in, one room to be empty. And they'd offer them money sometimes, or they'd ask them to like do sexual things to each other. And
So
it was
prostitution.
Porn. So it was porn, yeah.
No. There was not porn.
Gina,
Oh,
I had
yeah,
no fucking
yeah.
idea. And so
Girls
they
were making out and stuff.
So
No,
everything,
that's not what
No,
she's
no,
talking
no.
about.
Like they were doing. It was hardcore porn in these videos, and like in the middle. So like anyone who got a video knew, but if you didn't, like I actually thought it was boring. When I would see the ads, I was like, "You have an hour of just chicks flashing. Like how exciting could that be as content? Like
Wait,
it's the
so
same
every-
thing."
No, there was
video was
always a
porn?
teasy video of kissing, and you could tell they were in a private room, so it would infer
Sure.
and tease that there were other things going on.
Every video had it?
Yeah, there was like, and
The
they were.
promos did. So
And they were, and most people did not know there were hardcore sex scenes between two women. The
I
commercials,
didn't know until this minute.
me neither. And Allie was like, I assumed, my sister, and I
Yeah.
was like, and she
same.
was,
I never
didn't
saw
assume.
a video, but in the previews it pushed. You
I
in
never
that
assumed
direction.
it was hardcore
I
porn. I thought it was
never
like dumb
assumed.
chicks flashing, and I was like, "This is the stupidest thing ever. Who's buying this?"
I
But
never
every tape,
knew.
and it was really porn. And what's problematic, especially, is that there are really serious rules and regulations for porn to make it. Like everyone has to be an adult. You know, like there's all these sort of
Well,
rules.
how do
about,
they even know how old these girls are?
Well, that's one of the big issues. Is
No
they didn't.
shit. Sorry, how does he know how old these girls are? He doesn't.
Well, one of the cameramen was interviewed, and he
What is his excuse?
was like, I was a young dad of two. I, like saw guys.
Oh,
That's despicable.
that's horrible.
He was like,
Young person trying to break into the business at 22. Okay, young dad.
Well, I don't.
fuck outta
He could
here.
have been 22. He didn't look necessarily like.
He was. Still.
Yeah.
You're a father. That's somebody's father.
So,
Shut
and
up.
he also saw it and was like, "Oh, I would have loved to do that. Flying around on a private jet, like recording hot chicks, like sign me up." And then he kind of started getting a lot of these scenes. And Joe Francis is like, "You'll always have a job with me if you keep doing that shit," basically.
No.
And so lots of women don't remember being taped, obviously, because they were blackout drunk. Like one chick was like, I saw myself pop up on a commercial and I didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
I remember these commercials. Some of the girls in them, you could tell they were so hammered.
Yeah.
Their eyes, like they were so messed up.
Right.
You could see it in their face. You could see it in their eyes. It was
Wait,
bad.
that's
And they would put that in
insane.
the advertising material.
Yes. Well, and then it becomes like legally kind of perilous, So there were girls who were victimized in the dock, and one girl was she was 16. She went to Lake Havasu for spring break with her friend. She was like, I was drinking a lot of Zimas, and these guys walked up and asked her to flash.
How many Zimas did she drink to get that drunk?
What's
She's
Zima?
16. So
How many Zimas did she drink to get that
she said
drunk?
there was a lot of
Zima?
Zimas in and out. It's like it's kind of like a Mike's Hard in
It's
my
a
head.
Sprite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like 1% alcohol.
Guys walked up and asked her to flash. She was drunk, and they had these beads, and they were cool to collect at the time, as I said. And she was like, no one else was really around. I wanted the beads, and I thought no one would ever know. And so she flashed them.
She didn't think she would be on TV?
No, because she was like, I thought they were filming because they were perverts. Like, I didn't know about Girls Gone Wild. Like, I'm 16. I'm in the middle of California, like, whatever. And so she was like, I literally thought it was over. She was like, a few weeks later at school, everyone started making the flashing gesture at me. And then a teacher asked her to sign the tape she was in.
No.
She stopped going to school. She got a lawyer. It ended up that this is one of the many lawsuits that came against Joe Francis for filming underage girls and putting them in the camera. And she was like, when I watched it, because I saw it at a friend's house, and I was like, can I just watch this? It was 9 seconds of like her flashing. And she was like, I was just like a dumb kid who literally didn't know that I didn't sign a release, like none of that shit.
Wait,
like,
she didn't sign they didn't have him sign releases?
not at that. This, I think, was pretty early on in what was going on. But yes, they did have them sign releases, but there was still a lot of consent issues with them being
intoxicated.
Yeah, there's
Intoxicated.
no way they are like of a state of mind.
No.
So this is just one of the many lawsuits he faced it, but he faced it. Guys, I can't talk.
Wait, but he went to jail, right?
Yes, he did go to jail.
Okay.
But it was
for this?
Well, this is what happened. So
Okay.
he had all these lawsuits. Some were settled for quietly for small amounts. He also won a bunch of them. He kept smacking them down because the argument was there's no expectation of privacy if you're flashing in public. And because these women aren't famous, there is no inherent value to their image. So they're not entitled to any compensation, even though Joe was making millions off of them.
Wait, that's insane.
So the only
So he had a good
time-
marketing guy and he had a good lawyer.
Exactly. And the only way that he would have to settle is if they were underage and could prove it.
Whoa.
So what really happened, when it really turned, was in 2003 in Panama City, Florida, which is
Oh my God.
in the
That's where I did
Panhandle.
my spring break.
Really? Because it's
Panama
like
City.
sleepy town in the Bible Belt, and like everyone there hates the spring breakers. Yeah. But he went, and he actually says in the documentary, he was like, I should have never fucking gone to Northern Florida.
No.
Like, this is the turning point for him when things got bad.
Really?
So the mayor in this documentary is incredible. He was like, I hate that little shit, Joe Francis.
Honestly,
and like
same.
wanted to take his ass down the second he was like on a mission to take this guy down.
Honestly, I love that.
And he had his like cowboy hat on, and he's like this fucking guy. So he was like, you know, if you flash and do any of this stuff on private property, it's none of my fucking business. But if you do it in public,
I'm going to get you.
it is his business, and he's
roast
going
you.
to stop his ass. So they basically,
it.
he had his cops surveil them 24/7.
Wow.
The mayor actually debated Joe Francis live on a news show. And
For
Joe,
what?
so they could
I mean,
debate
about
like
what?
his rights. So Joe Francis was like, I'm filming a documentary. And he was like, no, the fuck you're not. So it was a real live news show, which working in news.
He's like, no, the
any
fuck you're not, and you're a
opposing
pervert.
people like this on that's great fucking TV.
I love that.
So what really set this off is one of the cameramen says he's doing a scene. They're in Panama City. They had 2 rooms, and he brought 2 girls back to do a scene. He was like, I was doing a scene with 2 girls in the shower, and Joe was somewhere else, and he closed the door with the other 2 girls. The next day, the girls' parents went to the mayor and were like, our girls like did something inappropriate. Why are you letting this happen? Like, figure it the fuck out. They went to the police. They deposed these girls. They were all, 3 of them were 17. 1 was 16.
Oh my God.
The 2 girls with Joe were like, he forced us to touch his dick. And then the ones in the shower, and the cameraman was like, I asked them multiple times, like, if they were underage. And then he was like, and I can't be mad at them because they were drunk and just kept saying they were 18. And like, he didn't check their ID. That's when they got arrested.
Wait, what?
And so they got arrested, though. And the mistake that was made is they went to jail, but were bailed out. And then while the law enforcement's building their case, they decided to make it a RICO case. So, which was really stupid, and that's why it collapsed.
Isn't that what they do for the mobsters?
Yeah, and so I think they wanted to get him so bad for so many things, but they had him for like child porn, just like send his ass away. But I think the case got too big and it wasn't tenable, and then it fell apart. So Joe basically got away with it.
That's crazy.
And then, but during that time, which is really unfortunate, they seized like 175 hours of footage when they raided
His house,
and they found 30 other underage girls. And so it's so unfortunate that this case fell apart is because
On
they
the
had
tape?
evidence on the 175 hours of footage that they seized from Girls Gone Wild.
Oh my God.
Wait, this is sick.
It's so gross.
Who knew it was this sick?
So when it fell apart, though, he capitalized on the arrest and was billing the footage as like stuff even the police doesn't want you to see.
No.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
So it was so crazy. So he got in a beef with the owner of the Wynn Casino, weirdly.
Why?
Because he had like a $2 million gambling thing.
Steve Wynn?
Yeah, Steve Wynn. So he had got a $2 million gambling debt, and then they got in this big fight, and they took each other to court,
No.
and then Steve Wynn won. So Joe's like slowly losing all of his money with all this legal bullshit, and then he
Honestly-
finally gets arrested in May 2013 for assault.
To who?
Who do you assault? Some 16-year-old?
Apparently, in 2011, Francis took 3 women home following a night out and refused to let them leave. He was also
He
charged with
is
attacking one of
a
the women
predator.
and bashing her head into his hot tile floor.
No.
This guy needs to be stopped.
So he got arrested, and then he went to Mexico with his like baby mama, and then there's like weird footage of him like beating his baby mama in Mexico, and then she left with the kids. So he's still in Mexico because he doesn't want to come back and answer for all of these legal issues that are still
Why can't they
pending.
extradite his ass?
I feel like Mexico's not really going to play ball with that.
Why not?
I also feel
I
like.
don't know.
Do you think Kris Kardashian feels like a real dumbass?
I hope so, but she's got enough money to make herself feel better.
Yeah, but like there were so many people surrounding this guy, and he's a predator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a predator. And his wife was someone like dumb and young, and like she felt
An issue.
groomy, exploited. You know what I mean? Like,
Ew.
why was she with him? Kind of vibes. And
I feel like I don't really remember his face too clearly, but he was puffy.
yeah,
Wasn't he round?
not
Yeah.
really.
I want to look
Was
at him.
he?
No, his
Yeah.
cheeks were big.
He was just such a tool bag.
You know what I mean? Ew, he's so gross.
And I literally had no idea it was porn.
He has fake teeth. for
I
sure.
felt like my mind was blown. And Brian was like, I knew this.
I never knew it was.
Allie
porn.
was like, I assumed.
I never knew it was.
And I
porn.
just didn't. I thought it was just like dumb. Like it's so stupid to watch, like girls just flash for however long it was.
I just always assumed it was flashing.
They plied these girls with alcohol. None of them remember shit. And it's something that like ruined a lot of their reputations. One of them was on the cover of it. And she was like, I was in it for 15 seconds and I was the cover
And she was
girl.
like, I can't even remember being in it.
Yeah. So it was bad.
Wow. That's insane. Well, I was going to say, how old is he?
I don't know. He was
47.
24 in like the early 90s.
51. When you see him, he reminds me of like if you were to create a TV show about Hollywood and come up with a pervy producer, that's him.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like, he
he's like the
looks like-
Nickelodeon guy, but like better looking.
What Nickelodeon guy?
The all that scummy guy.
Fat guy.
The fat guy who you always talk about. Quiet
Who?
on set guy.
Wait, are you talking about
You eviscerated him on the All That episode.
Yeah, you gutted him like a fish.
40 episodes ago.
Which one?
The producer guy. The creator.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dan.
Yes, Dan. Dan.
Dan.
But it just gives me like in every story we talk
Oh
about.
my
'cause there
God,
were a
he
lot of
does.
predators in the 90s, but like they all have this like squint and look at him. They all have the same like icky vibe.
Yeah, but Dan was
Which I guess
fat.
makes sense.
Joe Francis isn't fat.
That's what I said. I was like, he's like Dan, but
Dan,
better
you know
looking.
what? They all had like dark brown mushroom cuts.
Yeah, that was I think more style of the season, but
Yeah.
Joe Francis was like one of those guys. So Dan was a fat loser.
Yeah.
But Joe Francis was like a wannabe cool kid.
yes, exactly.
But like he wasn't really cool. So what he had to do was exploit women to
Yes.
feel good about himself.
and then under the guise of giving them empowerment is just even grosser.
Totally. And then like Kris Kardashian's so fucking dumb. She's
I
like,
love that you're
yeah.
hung up on her alone. You know, like,
You've mentioned her
the
6
real
times.
the real travesty here is fucking Kris Jenner.
Why did she? Oh, Jenner. Is that her name?
I don't actually know what she goes by anymore.
What is her name? Anyway,
She's just
she
the momager.
Is the momager with a lot of money, and she backed that fucking goon.
Yeah, and there was like a clip of Kim defending him, like I love Joe, like when he was in
Ew.
jail. They all defended him when he
Ew.
was in jail
Even after he went to jail?
because that was such a big phenomenon that like everyone thought it was just like okay, like no one really thought about it. Or I guess if you didn't get the video, you didn't know it was hardcore porn. Like was John Kerry watching the videos? I can't be sure,
John
but he was
Kerry.
joking about it.
Do you think John
So-
Kerry bought one?
I hope not.
Extradition treaties between the U.S. and Mexico are not applicable for civil contempt warrants. And that's what this is, I guess.
Oh, Interesting.
That's why they can't.
That's why they can't just get his ass.
So he's just going to live in Mexico forever?
Yeah, and he won't see his kids because they left.
So is he there alone?
Yeah, and he's at this big mansion. That's where this woman went to interview him. And she was like, I was kind of scared. Like, I brought security with me.
Scotchy Cool
I don't like
Yeah.
from the Huffington Post.
Yeah, she was really cool, actually.
Interviewed him for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Punta Mita, Mexico.
And she was like, everyone, when I first started covering him, were like, why are you doing this? Like, this story's long over.
Is this
and
on
she was
Netflix?
like, no. Peacock.
I love it.
It's so good. The time was prime for him to sort of capitalize on something so disgusting, and our culture was just like okay with it.
Well,
Right.
that's the thing. Is
It was
like,
perfect timing.
I still didn't know until today that it was that bad.
That it was that gross. They're asking chicks to like have sex with each other in a shower, record it while they're wasted, give them $100, and then put it on a tape and sell it. And they're making so much money.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. And everyone knows what Girls Gone Wild is.
mean,
It's still like part of our...
Have some, first of all, I mean, just the moral compass in it.
I know.
Like, that's just crazy to me.
I know. Like,
To
how do
be
you...
in there and know what, like, I don't know.
There's no world in which I think like the 90s is an excuse for saying like, oh, they were
Yeah.
just wasted.
Capitalism, what's up?
Yeah, like it's okay, even though you know these women are inebriated and not with it.
It's crazy.
Should we do our quiz?
Yeah, we should.
Unless you want a Panama City story.
From who?
Your spring break?
Yeah.
I can't believe you did Panama City spring break.
Yeah. 2006, senior year of college.
Was the bus of Girls Gone Wild there?
No, that was right after. They must have got busted, right? Because didn't you say 02 or 03?
03 was the last time they were in Panama City.
Yeah. I just got bullied into like doing some funnels by these meatheads, and I just told them like, hey, I was bullied in elementary school and it didn't sit right, and we had a heart to heart, and I got all these bullies to like recognize that they were bullying me, and then we became friends.
Was this post funnels? Did you get bullied into funnels?
I think I got bullied. No, we all did funnels afterwards.
After they wanted to bully you into it, you talked to them and then agreed to what they wanted to bully you into, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but they did the funnels too.
Okay, cool. So it was like a camaraderie thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway,
Wow,
you
you
got a
bested
quiz?
a bully.
I bested a bully. You got a quiz?
Yeah, I do. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Which app is most associated with Gen Z's thirst trap videos and party content?
Snapchat?
OnlyFans.
TikTok.
Oh.
No. So
I always get Snapchat when it's TikTok. I do
every
it all
single
the time.
Snapchat is dead, baby.
Is it? Sometimes I feel like it's a trick
I
answer.
feel like creators make a crap ton of money on Snapchat.
For who?
Creators do.
Who's watching?
No, Snapchat.
youngins.
Snapchat pays their creators more than any other platform.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, what I was going to say is when I was looking up the equivalent, they were calling it hot mess culture, which is very accurate.
For what?
The Girls Gone Wild
Oh.
is like hot mess culture, and like what's the equivalent?
Oh, interesting.
So here we
it
are.
was. Very fitting.
What's a major difference between Girls Gone Wild and OnlyFans?
Major difference?
Yeah. This actually,
OnlyFans are filming themselves.
and
They make the money?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, he was framing it as empowerment, but he was ripping them off. At least these women
Are
are making
making
their
that
money.
money.
Well, and then
Yeah.
the argument that they were like, they're not inherently valuable, like their image isn't, so like they aren't entitled to compensation is
That's
crazy.
insane.
It's so crazy.
Which show is most in line with chaotic hookup energy in a tropical setting? I'm going to give you multiple choice.
I think I
do you
can
know
do
it?
Temptation Island.
No, but that's a really good guess. So it's A, The Bachelor, B, Shark Tank, C, Too Hot to Handle, D, Great British Bake Off.
The third one. Are you kidding? With those multiple choice? Like,
I was going to say the Bake Off. The Bake Off.
Yeah,
It's
that's
between
what I-
Bake Off or Shark Tank for me.
also, like, have better multiple choice.
Hey.
Like, put Temptation Island in there.
Hey, ChatGPT, step up your
Love
multiple
Island.
choice options.
Whatever.
Jesus.
That's the funniest fucking
Is
thing
it
I've
Who
ever
Wants
heard.
to Be a Millionaire, Price is Right, Titties in Your Face, or Wheel of Fortune? Like, that was the dumbest multiple choice of all time.
That was really good.
Whatever.
I got
Ready
it
for
right,
the next one?
though. I love a layup.
This is a crazy one because I never knew this is what it was for. So I'm going to come back to what made me feel old after I tell you the answer to this.
Riddle.
Okay. Which of
Riddle me this, Riddler.
Yeah.
okay,
it's so
which
crazy.
of these platforms is often used for risque, close friends only content?
OnlyFans.
Snapchat.
No.
No, is it?
No, you boomers. Instagram.
Close friends only allowed you to do slutty shit to your close friends.
That's my point. That's my point. I'm so old that I was like, oh, this is where I can post my kids so the random people from like, work don't see them.
So they created it for a salacious reason?
Even if they didn't create it for that, that's what people are using it for.
What do you mean? I don't
So
understand.
like, you know how you have the close friends, like,
Filter on Instagram.
and so when you open their story, it'll say like close friends on it. So like
Which actually,
you know you're a close friend.
So this is also like a fucked up thing to say, but sometimes I'm like, oh, you're a loser if you think I'm your close friend.
Right. And sometimes though you don't set close friends because most people don't know about it like you. And it's just like who you engage with most. So your close friends list, if you sent something to your close friends list, it might be really random because you're like,
No, but you can generate a specific list.
You can absolutely do it yourself. But if you don't, there is one that exists for you.
Oh, I kind of want to see what it is.
Yeah, because that's what happened to my mom. She sent it to her close friends list, and it was like the fucking weirdest people.
Whose close friends is 50? What did you say? 52 people?
It was like 55 or something.
That's a big close friends list.
Right, 'cause
my
she
close friends
didn't-
are like two people.
They're in this room.
Yeah. It's just you guys.
Yeah, please don't send us anything inappropriate on your close friends.
Wait, but isn't that crazy that people are
Sending
using
my close
it for
friends
risque
dick pics.
shit?
I didn't know that.
I never heard of that in my life.
Also,
People are
first of all,
perverts.
if you post something to your story for your close friends group, like what if you posted a dick pic and like 8 people saw it? You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
I'm saying. I don't
Doesn't
understand.
that feel crazy? I guess you would. Why wouldn't you just like DM it to them?
Honestly, this
doesn't
is
make
Girls
any
Gone
sense.
Wild-esque.
No, it is. It's very, very concerning for the youth.
But if it was your like bread and butter, if you were like a slutty Instagram hoe, it
So
could
then
be.
they're not your close friends. They're your clients. Let's just call them what they are.
It could be lucrative in
Yes.
that world.
Sure, but
like,
how are you getting
many of
payment?
those? Yeah, well, at that rate, go to OnlyFans.
Right. Sure.
Maybe it's just an advertisement for your OnlyFans.
It's like for amateurs that are like trying to build up a network.
You know what I think that we should do?
What?
For just like a fun side hustle?
Just
Is go on
do
Feet
risque
Finder
pic.
and see if Feet Finder, is that what it's called?
See if we can find Larsa.
No, see if
You
we can
guys
make
can't go
money
on
off our
Feet.
feet.
Oh,
You
on
guys-
our feet? I don't have good feet.
That doesn't matter. There's a niche market for that.
yeah.
If you have weird
people
feet,
would
they're
love
not
your
like
feet.
it.
Gross.
The
They're
problem
just not like, I want to
is
suck
you
your
have,
toes.
You have
feet.
tattoos on your feet. It's going to be very noticeable. You know what I mean? Like,
So
what if somebody knows about that tattoo and then they say, hey, are you on Feet Finder? Like, it could be
What
like
I
one
would
of your...
say is, how'd you know I was there? You were looking for some feet?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they say-
You're
You're
sick fuck.
so fucking.
And then they're like, yeah, I had a foot
if
fetish.
you're
And
so brazen to accuse me, I'm gonna be
What the
so
hell were you
brazen
doing there, buddy?
to fucking call you right back out.
Yes.
Every pot has its lid.
That's what I'm saying. And like, yeah. And do we need both feet? We could just do your one naked foot.
Yeah, but I gotta get a pedicure.
Yeah, same. We'll go get pedicures
I
tomorrow.
mean, you
See if we
shouldn't
can
do
do
it
it.
with chipped up toes.
No, that's why I'm gonna get a pedicure. And then, do we like do anything with our feet, or
No.
do we
We'll,
like,
just
pose them
photograph
nice?
them?
You got to put like a little
we do,
anklet.
like-
You got to put a little
You
anklet
know,
on
like
it.
how you can make like puppets with your hands. Do we do like a show with
Yeah,
our feet?
we could put like little
No,
things
I don't
on
think
the
it's
toes.
that.
Oh, it's not that.
It's not. I don't think it's that
in depth?
involved. No.
Okay.
So on to
Yeah.
the next one. Sorry.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that it?
Ta-da! Okay, so final thoughts. I'm actually sad.
I know.
This has
This is a sad part of our history.
recast what I knew and put it in a light
I
that
was
is quite
stunned.
frankly traumatizing.
Can I put a glass half full twist onto
On
this?
Girls Gone Wild?
Yes.
I mean, if you try.
You can,
No,
yeah.
but like the last couple episodes we did, people taking advantage of Jessica Simpson, like just all this stuff.
Oh, now we're women's empowerment.
No,
Yeah.
no. Moving,
So basically,
but
you're
like,
Joe Francis.
I was gonna say, like all things,
a long
like
walk.
moving forward. Hopefully, people are more aware, and you can avoid this type of stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the Joe Francis of the world, like this type of shit, you would think is not going to happen again,
right. But we
You
were
would hope and think.
Because if you think about it, it's probably because at that time it was Christina's doing dirty and Britney's not wearing any clothes and all these women are like figuring out their like sex appeal shit.
No, but now we're like super sex positive.
No, exactly.
even
But
worse.
it was us working out how to do that. You know what I mean? Because it was changing so much in the way that like how we do that and how we control it. And we didn't really know. And then it blew back at our faces. And now we've sort of fine-tuned a little bit. Like,
Pun intended.
We're good
How
at
you do
being
was it a pun? How is that a pun?
blow back in our faces.
Oh my God. That's so disgusting. Get out of here. Why do I always do this at the end? We have
And
to go.
as I said, he is Joe Francis.
I can't.
I will not go to Mexico though. Come get me here.
Blech.
Oh my
right.
God.
I
I'm gonna
ruined it
take
again.
the
Let's get
kids
outta here.
and leave you in Mexico. Okay, so
All right.
on that note, Kyle, why don't you do it? My mouth is dry as a motherfucker.
We are the dustiest, crustiest, mustiest millennials you ever did see. Later.
Wait, I gotta pause. Let's pause the show. We're gonna cut this part out. Let me see if I can.
Let me see.
Ew, no, I don't like it. No, it's disgusting. It looks like the Hamburglar.
What? What's wrong with it though? What'd she do? Because the rest of her body, like, not horrible.
It just comes in.
And it's like sad face.
It's like a whirlpool, and that's the drain. It's like
No,
it's like
it's
sucking all the
crazy.
skin in. But like, what's going on there?
No, I don't like it.
Did she have something done? Is it
Maybe it's something done gone wrong.
gone wild?
Gone wild.